How to fix a lighter. Sometimes a lighter can get stuck or broken. Generally, it's a quick fix, but it's also very easy to buy a new one. The first step is diagnosing what is wrong with your lighter, and then you can get to work fixing it. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't work immediately. Check all potential problems before you give up. If your lighter has sentimental value, you may be able to get it working again. Things you should know: ensure the lighter isn't shattered first. Look for rust, debris, and dirt. Check the fuel tank, and see if there's a spark to diagnose the problem. Refuel the lighter with butane. If the flame burns out, remove the metal around the flame hole. Replace the flint on your lighter. You can do this for both butane lighters and zippo lighters, though the method varies. Diagnosing your lighter: ensure that it isn't shattered. If you broke the plastic part of your lighter, then you'll need a new one. The pressure is compromised and you won't be able to use it anymore. Look for rust, debris, or dirt. If you've left the lighter outside for a long period of time, the metal wheel on top might be rusted in place. If it won't spin, it won't light. If there is only dirt and debris inside the lighter, you might be able to clean it out with your fingers or a pipe cleaner and get it going again. Check the fuel tank. Luckily, the most common problem with these lighters is their incredibly small fuel tank. When this no longer holds enough fuel or enough pressure, it needs to be refilled. The most prone to mechanical and/or internal failure would be the non-reusable BIC lighters. Look to see if there is a spark. If there is no spark, that means that there is no flint. The flint is the piece of equipment that the wheel rubs against to create a spark. The spark lights the fuel and gives you a flame, so the flint is extremely important. Check to see if the flame is small, burns out, or isn't present at all. If the flame burns out, then you could be running out of fuel. However, if you just recently bought the lighter, there might be an issue with the fuel reaching the spark. Fixing your lighter: refuel your lighter. To do this, for most lighters you'll need to buy a butane can. You can buy one of these at your local hardware store. Make sure you bleed all of the remaining fuel out of your lighter first. Turn the lighter upside down with the fill valve facing upwards. Put pressure on the fill valve and keep the lighter away from your face and away from anything flammable. Make sure the butane can nozzle fits in the hole in the bottom of the lighter. It has to fit in the upright position with the lighter on top of can. You'll want to insert the nozzle, then flip the whole contraption upside down so that the lighter is under the can. Now apply pressure until you feel the metal of the lighter get cold. That means you've successfully gotten the butane inside. For a Zippo lighter, you'll have to buy Zippo lighter fluid from the Zippo online store. Keep in mind, it's probably just easier to buy a new lighter unless you are attached to your current one. Replace your flint on a butane lighter. The flint is the piece of equipment that creates the spark. It's tiny black cylinder about a 1/4 inch long. To replace the flint, remove the metal surrounding the flame and the spark wheel. You'll have to twist it out of position. Once you have removed the metal, you'll see that there is a spring. The spring should be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. The flint is the small piece of equipment that is about a 1/4 inch. It will be black and cylindrical. The flint is used to make the spark. Remove the flint from this spring. Now put in a new piece of flint. Reassembling the lighter is easy. Put the flint in, stick the spring back in the hole, and then place the top back on. You can buy a new flint for 75 cents online. Replace your flint on a Zippo lighter. To replace the flint, flick open the lighter and pull up on the chimney. The chimney is the thing with 5 holes of each side of it. You'll want to pull until it's all the way out. Under the chimney there should be a piece of what looks like cotton that is held in place by a screw. Carefully unscrew the screw and pull it out along with the spring and small piece of metal inside. Drop the new flint in, replace the spring, tighten the screw, and replace the box back in the lighter casing. You should be good to go. Remove the metal that surrounds the flame hole if it is small or burns out. This means you have a problem with your fuel release. You can do this with tweezers, needle nose pliers, or anything else that works. Turn the nozzle from which the gas escapes counterclockwise a few times. It might just be too tight. If that doesn't work, you might need to get yourself a new one. Luckily, they aren't that expensive.